We are live. Good evening. It's Sunday, and we're starting a little bit late because of technical difficulties with you guys being able to see the stream. We have solved that, I hope.
It was Matt's fault.
It's Matt's fault. Well, we have some great players in the game. I'm Michael Permine. I'm the Dungeon Master. We have had quite an experience in the last episode, and we have some exciting things happening. But before we get to that, I get to be the Dungeon Master, and let's go. Matt is unfortunately not with it, but Rockham is a little mechanical guy, just a little guy, and he is an artificer, and he will be. We'll do our best to fill in for him this week. But let's meet the other players. Let's go left, right. Colin, tell us about your player.
Yeah, so I'm Colin. I play Arthur, a tiefling bard, and he is a silver-tipped devil, but not in the way that you think.
Yeah, he does have silver-tipped horns. He's very horny. Mandy, what is Oob?
Hi, Oob is a plasmoid warlock. And he just revels in chaos. That is his whole life, basically. He's best friends with Gust, and they just get into shit together.
Like your real life.
Yeah, you're like a walking war crime.
Yeah. But
Well, yeah.
they're not malicious.
No. I'm just glad you're on our team.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Roger, tell us about your sneaky guy.
I'm here. I play Ridley Quinn, the Shatterkai, Phantom Rogue, emo elf, stabby guy. I can walk through walls and fly and swim, apparently, which I haven't tried yet. And stab things 2 times.
New features, huh? All right.
Cool stuff.
And Rob. Who's Gust?
Well, it depends on who you ask. It's all subjective. Gus would be, as aforementioned, like the gruesome twosome with this. So what's happening right now is I'm gonna go see my queens. She's my main squeeze. I'm gonna be king of something if I don't have to draw my hardest. And,
That's right. You were okay. Go ahead.
I'm Ed Genasi. I'm a barbarian, and I got a sneaky father, which gives me daddy issues. So that's pretty much it.
Yes. In our last episode, we had a lot going on. The players were all on the lush planet Gillen. You were hanging out with a druid of the old ways named Delesian, who you learned a little about him, and as you sat around regaling each other with stories and poems, and you told your kind of story of how you guys met, the Temple of Kutho, how the overthrow, and certain catching him up to speed. Delesian, who had created the Treants and the Wodes volunteered because there's some kind of corruption in the land of Gillen. So Oob, in her exploratory, normal phase, I should say, Oob went into and I'll pull that map up just to refresh people's memory of the Gillen. Here we go. Oh, you have a new ship too. Okay. Just 1 second.
Oh. seems.
I'm loading it up for you guys in the stream because many of you are there. Um, in the northern part of the and I have a few of your tokens still there because one of you in this circular stone building, there was the floor was caved in and there was a large crystalline stone that was half buried in the ground. Oob walked into that stone using meld into stone. What is it? Yeah, it's in the chat. What's the name of the spell you used?
Meld into stone.
Meld into stone. I was right. So you melded into stone, and then you walked out in a different time and place. And the floor wasn't there, and you were in a pristine village. All this foliage, which looks so familiar to Oob from Uklatan, which is the homeworld of the Oob. Ooblek is the individual name, but you are part of the Oob.
Yes.
Or Oob. It's not the Oob, it's part of Oob. And you went back in time and you had a little encounter where you found some papers and there was a lot of dead people, but you heard someone walking and you hid in a bucket, being able to transform under the bed, but put the bucket over you so you couldn't see, you just heard. And that person said, we got to get out of here. The papers are gone. Let's get rid of these bodies. And then you took off, went back in the stone, and you ended up walking out. Now, this time that you went through was like seconds. It was a vision and you don't know if it was a vision or an actual experience, but that's what happened. Mm-hmm. And when you walked out of the stone, because in the either vision or other time, the person was going to get the stone and it disappeared. So we don't know where that stone is, that crystalline structure, but you did find some in the notes. You basically found that this stone caused people to kind of go crazy, and that the notes, which I'll pull up in a second. Here we go. They called it Radiant Fury, and they said it had fallen from the sky and recommended to contain and shield it, and that we could use this as possibly either. So this was a research project on this planet, and Rackham felt very uncomfortable around this stone. The metal of his skin, his entire being of metal reacted poorly. So that that was basically aggression, heightened stress responses, and cognitive impairments. All these things were in these notes that were translated in a language that turned out Delesian was the person that Oob ran into was an ancestor of Delesian, which made you guys question what he was doing here. And he had run here to escape because his planet experienced a cataclysm, and it sounded a lot like there were people summoning things, and that there was fire and the entire planet, they all escaped. But him, you don't know the other people's names, but him, his brother, and his sister were all escaped, and they went different ways. He ended up here. So anyway, Delegian has you guys all decided to go in a portal with which Rockham communicated with Temple Daddy. Your the head of the church, who is a great friend of yours, who had taken over and set the Temple of Kutho upon a much better path. However, Oob, in this portal, Oob and Rockham went first with a whole bunch of the woads, and the plan was, whoops, let's change that music. There we go. So the couple of you went through the portal first with a whole bunch of woads, about 50 of them, in the first wave, and you walked out and saw a couple things. One, this barren wasteland was no longer a barren wasteland. And for those that are about to watch the stream of the map of Vanaloria, the new map didn't work, and that's why we were delaying. But the barren wasteland of Celestor is no longer barren. You walked out, and the first thing you noticed was that there's starting to be growth of grass in the crater right outside the tower of Celesto, that's where the portal, where Arthur had transcribed the destination portal, and so Arthur is casting that over and over, and can you do that? Well, you were also, a couple of you were waiting for the ship, and then the ship that came, you didn't get an answer to your call to the ship. Rockham called the ship, didn't answer, but a different ship appeared over. So we have a little bit of a split party. We're gonna go to Analoria for Oob and Rockham, and then we'll go back we can, on the Skilling Village overhead, what you guys see is it looks like your old friends, the Githyanki, and their ship, and there is a metal toe behind the Happy Cyclops, which has been badly damaged. So well, you don't see
just
this.
hate it off.
You don't see this. Gust and Oob don't see this, but Rockham and Arthur and Ridley look up and they see your badly damaged ship being towed by your old friend the Gith, the one you attacked a long time ago. So it's out of their ship, a small landing vessel comes down. And let me pull this up. And if it doesn't work, we'll do theater of the mic. Just 1 second.
Ridley just says, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Yeah.
We got AAA. Guys, we're saviors of the world, and we're getting towed.
Do we have AAA?
AAA, Actual Alcoholics Anonymous.
Oh. Too awesome. There we go.
Just some lizard like in a tow truck that does say, "Hey, what do you need?" Hey, take it back to the shop. The problem's right here with your dilithium crystals. I mean, what are you doing to this? Riding the brake?
Ridley pulls out his sword. The guy just lifts up his shirt. He's got a blunderbuss stuck in his
right?
belt. I ain't scared of that.
Yeah. What do you think this is? Space Bronx?
Until Ridley teleports and winds up behind him with the sword sticking through him.
All right, we'll have to mind this because I have a landing craft, but it's not loading onto the map. So you have basically, you remember the gift ship that was a stolen ship from the Mind Flayers? There's a small landing ship that appears down, and Upsilly comes out and says, I got a call from your boys in the ship. Looks like you got attacked by some kind of creature, like a big dragon. And he was flying out and flew around the planet to go and basically blasted the ship. With no idea why this dragon attacked us, but
Because he's an asshole.
Yeah, I'm not there for easy.
yeah, it's pretty hurt. But we can gimp our way back to get you repairs. But it's gonna be expensive. And you look like. So, are any of you going up to the ship with Upsilly?
We kind of have to get off the planet, don't we?
Well,
'Cause
you can portal.
Arthur's used up all his
Yeah.
portals.
Have you used it all up for today, Arthur?
I don't remember.
No, I think
I don't know.
I think you have like a couple more casts. You could, if you have a couple choices. So you could either all of you can go through the portal, and just continue that, and the Delesian, if you want him to go with the Treants and a couple of the Woads, they can go on the gift vessel and or ride in the tow. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could still load them onto our ship if it's being towed.
Correct. It's badly hurt, but the wild space envelope is intact.
Okay.
So unless the actual hull is so badly damaged that it collapses, in which case everyone that needs to breathe would die.
Not really our problem
but-
if we're not on it.
Well, that's what I'm asking: is who's going where? Are you all going to the portal, and then what? So, the Legion can. The Legion's looking at you guys like, what should we do? Your ship can hold people, but is it safe? Like, where are we going?
I trust Vasily to get our ship to wherever it needs to go, which in this case would be Elenoria. I don't think that he would steer us wrong if we're going to put people on it. If he says that it's going to be safe, then I trust it that it would be safe. But doesn't seem that he's going to be able to travel quite as fast. So perhaps we should go through the portal. What do you say, Arthur?
Yeah, I mean, the portal's pretty fast. So,
Yeah, like almost instantaneous.
yeah, pretty as fast as I can make it. I've got it cranked up to overdrive, but,
Don't overclock it. That's Rockham's job.
So Silly says, I'm happy to put these. I mean, we can land, ferry these remaining guys up there. And Deletion says, I don't really want to leave all these people alone. So if it's okay with you, I'll go with all the treants and, like about 100 woads. The rest of you can go through the portal if that's all right. And
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
And
As long as Rockham and Arthur are okay with it.
well, Rockham says I should probably check with Temple Daddy and see just a second. So he casts a spell. He takes one of the set of stones. So he goes, "Hey Agnon, our ship is kind of damaged. Where should we take it so we can get repairs? But we have some friends. I don't know if you like Gith, but they're really cool, and they helped us. Thoughts?" That's 25.
I figured it had
And
to be.
also, hold on, that was a decent Rockham.
Yep.
It
Thanks.
was not bad.
And he hears back. Well, if you want to, if your ship can go to the tower outside of our temple, we'd be happy to give you great prices for repairs and supplies we do have. You're welcome to. I understand there is new growth in the wasteland. And that's his response. So Rockham goes, "Hey, he says cool, and we're gonna go get the ship repaired at Aurazil in the tower. Just gotta I told them the Gith are coming and that they're cool, because Gith aren't. No offense, silly, but Gith aren't like wildly popular everywhere." And Silly goes, "I'm aware."
Don't worry, silly. Neither am I.
Yeah. Well, he looks around at all of you. I don't think you guys are very popular in a lot of places.
Yeah, but there are some places that were very popular.
That's correct.
It's true.
But so
Just talk to
rescue
almost
a lot of
any
people.
dwarf. Just talk to almost any dwarf. They'll love us, I promise.
Or Eleanoria.
Yeah.
yes, and it's not as if Gith and Grey Dwarves are arch enemies or anything. Yeah, that's
That's
gonna
fine.
work out great.
That's fine. Don't worry.
Anyway, we'll get you guys home, and so Delesian goes to you and says, "Look, I'm trusting you guys, and I know it's hard to trust new people, but I hope we can all help each other."
I don't know why, but now I feel like the Githyanki are like the hillbillies of space. They're like, oh yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, right. Living hard off the land out here. We got some really weird, crazy beliefs. It's kind of
That's
religious.
all right. Joe Bob's gonna out the tow truck. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get you back. We'll get you fixed up real good.
I love it.
Uncle Henry's got some great prices for you, old part.
I think it fits perfectly. I like the Githyanki as good-natured hillbillies of space. We got some strange beliefs,
Now-
but
now,
we make a fine cookout.
Rockham gets a message from your ship, from Akra, who's got the ship stone. Goes, "I don't know what dragon you pissed off and why, but we just got wrecked. And you guys, we need a raise if we're gonna deal with this kind of crap. Anyway, I got some food for your. What do all these tree creatures eat anyway?" And Rockham goes back. Well, you figure it out, and it's gonna be fine. And just ask them what they eat, and I can't imagine it's too complicated. And he just leaves it at that.
Sunshine and
None of us hear any of it, so
Nope. And
we
Robin
have
just
no
says,
idea.
The trees are okay. They're fine. You're gonna figure out what to feed them. What do you feed them? And he asks Deletion.
Tell you, it's sunshine and friendship.
Actually, it's
Good loamy dirt.
surprised because, well, it's not. They actually are one with nature, and one of the reasons they grew all these. Remember, they have plants and fruits, and they are converted. They don't technically need to eat, but they like to. They can process that. Only, nuts, seeds, leaves. It's kind of like an oob diet, just a little no napkins,
I
no
was gonna
meat.
say like
no meat.
squirrels, moles,
No.
weevils.
Oh no.
They're carnivorous plants. The Venus flytrap of the stars.
Oh my word.
You come back and all the crew are eating. No, I'm not
Except
doing
for
that.
Aaron.
Right. And he's like, I don't know what happened.
But nobody's throwing fish at me now.
Yeah,
Thank
right.
goodness. I know the fish thing. Okay, so they're going on the ship. It's going to be a while, and you're not going to have access to that while they get towed back to Analoria. The rest of you are going through the portal?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
All names.
Yeah, I just have to be the last one through. That's it.
Okay, well, I'm going
So is it kind of like the garage door, like when it's closing and you have to jump over the
Now, I'm going to switch
Yeah.
to the scene where I'll just add the tokens because this happens very quickly. As you guys are doing this on the planet and getting ready to go through, Oob and Gust have seen Porphonos wrecked, walk out, like crawl out looking, and says, before you kill me, let me explain. And so
Not very patient.
I know.
Did we already kill you?
Right?
So remember the barren crater?
Yes.
Yeah. It was just outside his tower, right?
Need to add the.
Oh yeah.
I need to add I need to add another token for the stream, so they can see. There we go. That should do it. I hope.
Fuck you, Ghost.
Oh boy. Okay. So the for whatever reason the stream token is not showing this map. I don't know why. So on the stream, I will describe what's happening. There is for those of you that have been along, and I apologize, the map's not showing up here. I don't know why. Let me refresh here.
We see little hooligans with ours.
I'll reload
They
the map.
look-
And maybe it
They
will.
look mischievous.
So the crater that is outside of Celestos Tower for the map of Alrazeel, I'll upload this to the website so you can actually see the new map and the crater we're talking about. Which now there is greenery. We'll see if the map reloads for the stream, but there's a crater and it's now got some actual growth, and the wasteland is no longer a wasteland. Since you, in the last just few months since you've been traveling in wild space, when you get back, Porphonos crawls out of the crater and
I mean,
and
you know we're supposed to kill you, right? Right, we kind of moved the whole continent against you.
Yeah, we very much
Yes.
dislike you, my dude.
Yeah.
It says you don't own any tokens with vision on this thing, which is super annoying. The stream token worked other places, so
Is it just Gus and Oob there right now?
Oh yeah.
correct. And I'm gonna add you guys other tokens there.
I'm just saying before those, this is better be, but wait, there's more of the biggest cards.
And yeah, sorry, the map's not working on the stream, but Perfonos, you'll have to theater of the mind it with this. Perfonos crawls out. Are you giving him a chance to explain, or tell me what you
I
guys are doing?
guess.
It's kind of like running into your ex at the mall. You know.
That instantly gave me this. That's exactly what you're feeling like. This is your mortal. This is a mortal enemy you defeated, who
Yeah.
ruled. Who he goes, well, look, I screwed up.
Well, no shit. You made a fake religion.
I think we should just kill him.
Right.
I say to Gus telepathically.
Yeah, right, yeah. And I go, oh, get out of my head, demon man.
So, Celesto, I made a pact, and I actually don't know who, but when we survived the battle, I live a long time. I've been around a long time, and I didn't want to make a martyr of Celesto. You know the.
Yeah, we hate that about you.
So as the woads are like just there's 50 of them. I put like 10 on the map for you guys, but they're just standing around like. Could
It's
you
okay,
kill, attack?
Yeah, we used to work with them. So,
Look.
well, you gotta give us a little bit better reason why we don't just make you a toasty critter right this moment. You did some pretty bad shit for a whole lot of evils. And also, why are you here?
I was going to try to go to the tower and reach out and find where Celesto is.
Why do you want to know where Celesto is?
I don't want to happen here. I don't want this place, which I actually, you won't believe it, but I care about, to be destroyed like some other places where I found.
Alright, so let me get this right. So you just want to travel with us to a place that you can talk to Celesto. Do I got that right?
Yes, I made a deal with someone who said that they could give me long life in exchange for sharing power. But it was a lie. I don't even know the name, but I saw this very powerful man who helped me take control of the kingdom. But I had to help bring demons and to our world. And you guys stop some of that, but it's not good. I can't stop them anymore. I thought I could control them by controlling, my priests. But I can't. And my magic is gone. And now I know what it feels to have taken magic from so many.
Yeah, that is some poetic justice. I'll give you that. But
The only one I know who's powerful enough to take on this, I've done research. It's some demon lord in disguise. I don't know who. But
Sorry, is Arthur there?
you guys are coming. I mean, remember, this spell happens very quickly. You had a conversation, but during that conversation you were having on Gillen, I'll say it depends on how long if you're going to attack him or let him.
But also, we appear in the tower, right? So we have to
No,
leave
you
the tower.
you walked out of the tower. Remember, there were
okay.
so many you couldn't. You had to lead them out.
Well,
of
no, that was Gust and Oob. I'm
Correct.
saying
with
with me and
the
Arthur
rest
and
of-
Rockham.
I'm going to say that you're just now in the tower, and you went through the portal. Arthur's last, of course, because he has to keep it open. So Arthur, Rockham, and Ridley are now walking out of the tower. So I'll have you join them in a minute.
Okay.
So he
We're all
basically
holding
says,
hands and skipping.
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want with me, but this whole world is doomed if we don't find
I also
Celeste.
feel like
and
you did a lot of really bad
Uh-oh.
shit, so
I don't hear.
I'm
Oh, you're on
not
mute,
really in a mood to forgive you right now.
You're on mute, Oob.
I mean, so you just want to have a talk with
I lost your audio.
Celeste,
I
right?
think
Just to
you're
warn him?
actually you muted your audio. Oob.
I mean, you do realize at
microphone's
the very
muted on-
least I'm
on
going to
Zoom.
give you to Queenie. Right. That's going to happen.
Whenever I get there, I assume that I am told about his claims. I'm just gonna cast Zone of Truth whenever I
Heck
whenever I
yeah.
land.
Here we go.
Arthur
good job.
comes in with the superhero landing. Zone of Truth.
Brains his knee.
Yeah.
I lost
why
you
do
guys
people
with
do
your
this? It
audio.
sucks.
God, is that what an ACL is?
Ouch.
Did I
I'm
just
too old
pull-
for this shit.
Ah. Zone of truth. Zone of truth. Ooh,
Please stand by.
Yes, I don't
We
trust
have
this
a little
mofo.
audio issue.
yeah, for
Suddenly,
good reason. He's like been trying to kill us for months.
Yeah, exactly. Stealing people's families and torturing them and freaking yeah,
oh,
that's bad
What?
stuff.
Dude
Yeah,
sucks.
flesh
And I'm a
god.
warlock.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's no good. I don't care what his sob story
I
is.
don't see Roger and
Yeah.
I'm
I
with
don't
you.
like this guy.
Rob
I like this
anymore on
guy
his
a
screen
tiny
either.
bit more than I like either of the dragons. But
We're having fun.
That's a
today.
low bar.
right?
Yeah, dragons are dicks in this
Uh,
universe, man. They really are.
They
Yeah.
are.
Asshole dragons. Awesome. He's the one outlier. He's like, nah, man, I just make chimichangas. Found a life passion.
He
I hear
protects
you
the
now.
village. The village gives him food. There you go.
Exactly. Yeah. He's got one of those silly hats that's slightly racially inappropriate, but he's cool enough to pull it off.
I was thinking he's just got like a regular top hat on, but just a regular size, like not a large one.
Right?
So it's just very small.
That's great.
He wears a tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, in my head, he was in a human form. In your head, he's been in a dragon form.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
you guys
funny
can
both
hear me,
ways.
right?
you-
Can you hear me?
Shaw.
Yes, you can hear me.
So welcome to Guatemala. I would be its
Oh
protector.
my. I'm. Okay. You can't hear me, huh? All right, we're going to take a short break while we work out some technical things. We'll be back in a second, guys. All right, we're back. Let's see if this is streaming out.
Because I didn't give you any lasagna.
I can hear you. Yay!
Oh, that makes sense.
That-
And you're
we
going
gotta
out
try
to the
out.
stream, and
Poor guy. He took lasagna.
Right?
Mandy says when she would 100% not give our dogs lasagna.
No, I wouldn't because
What if
they're
your dog
old
is kind of?
legs and
What if your
bellies.
dog is kind of shaped like a lasagna?
That's true.
That's accurate.
She is
guys, we're
quite
live.
literally the ottoman from Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, he is. You ever seen the very first square animal I've ever known?
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Very rectangular.
That much. We feed her very little, actually.
I've
We feed her
Crazy.
less than the recommended amount. I mean,
Yeah.
on
Vet-
advice from the vet. Yeah.
You're right, yeah. Maybe it's
But
just the
yeah.
bone structure, just like she was gonna be square.
I think that's what it is.
I don't know. I don't know anymore. She's so rectangular. It is.
It's disturbing.
Yeah, it's just odd.
Like, it is.
She is so cute, but she is so.
Oh no,
odd.
she's the best dog.
No, I
You
know,
know what I
I know.
mean?
I know that's not what you were saying. I was just like, she's such a weirdo. I don't.
It's like those melons they grow in China, like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, Roger's back. Maybe?
Roger, no, I feel like Mike did something.
Look at the top though.
Yeah, that's true.
Are we still streaming?
Hello.
Hello.
hey.
I lost internet.
Oh
Okay.
My computer stopped processing internet.
Well, apparently,
no. That's
I
bad.
Mike's-
think we've. Sorry, go ahead, Rob.
no. I guess that like your virus was catching because Mike seems to have issues at the moment as well.
Oh yeah, Zoom just kicked me the fuck out.
Oh.
And then my computer stopped doing internet and it said, "No, fuck you. You can't have internet anymore. I hate you and you should die."
Okay, something, guys, can you hear me? Something's wrong. It's the stream's. Something's wrong. I don't know what it is, but I have to cut the stream. Just if you could not talk for a second, so I can make an announcement that we're gonna stop and we'll pick it up next week. Okay, so just if you can hear me on the stream, so sorry. We have some kind of audio problems and video problems this week. We will be resolving this. We will pick it up next week to see what the players are going to do with Porphonos. Are they going to slay him or find out what's going on with Celeste? I think the players are using. I sorry you can't hear them, but it's. We'll be back next week and we will resolve these audio things and video things. And thank you guys for your continued support and patience. We'll see you next week. We'll start at 6 and we'll have all the audio fixed. Everyone's waving. Bye-bye.